Greetings, Benjamin J. from Ben's Trains with another in the series. Well, it is snowing here today, surprisingly enough. So a perfect day to stay in. Went shopping this morning, and with all this left-wing propaganda bullshit going on about the coronavirus, we stocked up so we can just stay in for a couple of weeks and let people fight it out over toilet paper. Anybody who's stupid enough to believe this coronavirus stuff is just an absolute imbecile. Trust me, this is all propaganda trying to overthrow Trump. That's what this entire thing is about. Anyway, I'll be staying in for the next couple of weeks and let these morons go out and stab each other over a can of peas. I'm not going to do that. So, on the inside rail, we have the Burro crane and running on de-rusted American Flyer track. And the straights are actually Menards. American Flyer mates with Menards track perfectly, as you see. So this is all de-rusted track that runs absolutely splendidly. I de-rusted this in 5% vinegar. This was just absolute junk, trash. De-rusted it, and it runs like new track. It still doesn't look nice, but it runs like new track. So I've got the Burro crane on the inside rail, a Marx 595, a Marx 1998, hauling, I think, 16 Lionel cars. I've got Lionel adapters on the couplers. A Canadian Pacific, this is that one that was covered in rust that I repainted black. And this is an original Marx one-way coupler consist. On the outside rail, we have the Lionel 2025 hauling Lionel. Now, I don't usually run these tracks all at once. This entire setup is just basically test tracks for testing locomotives with different different loads. And I very rarely run them all at once. Anyway, all running on AC. So turn the power on, take the Burro crane around first. And as you see, that is running really well. Good constant speed all the way around the rail. Then the Marx 595, and this is an original tin litho consist with steel tilt, as you see. The 1998 hauling, I think it's 16 Lionel cars. I've got adapters on the couplers. That Canadian Pacific that I resurrected from the dead. And this thing was just absolutely eaten alive with rust. So I sprayed the entire thing black, and it's up and running actually rather well. And that's pulling a tin litho consist original one-way couplers. And then the Lionel 2025 hauling Lionel. Like I said, I very rarely run the layout, all the tracks at one time. But it's been weeks since I've run them, so it actually helps keep the track clean. Anyway, let me back up here and get an overall shot of this. Like I said, it is snowing here today, and with all this coronavirus propaganda going on, it seems like a perfect day to stay in and run trains. So as you see, good constant speed all the way around the rail on every track. So, like I said, it helps keep the track clean. I very rarely run all of these at once. But as you see, they're running good. That Burro crane's running absolutely splendidly. No problem with that at all. I'm glad I took the time to build that. Been wanting a Burro crane. I looked on eBay last night for a Lionel Burro crane. Cheapest one I found, $69.95, and it was broken. So it was a lot cheaper, a lot more fun to build one myself. It's actually running quite well. So the entire layout runs good. Like I said, it was time to run it, because it helps keep the track clean. But again, good constant speed on every rail all the way around the track. Excuse me. So, like I said, this layout is basically just a bunch of test tracks, and that's really all I set this up for. Doing experiments, different loads for different locomotives. That way I can just take a locomotive, test it on one track, change the consist by just testing it on a different rail. It runs good, no problems with this at all. Like I said, it was time to run it. It really helps keep the track clean. Alright, so stop the Burro train. Start bringing these back, slowing them down. So as you see, it runs nice, looks nice. No problem at all. Because it was time to run these. I haven't run this consist, all the tracks in weeks. I mean, I don't usually run them all at once. But like I said, it was time, and it keeps the track clean. And it's snowing here, so it was a perfect day to stay in. And like I said, with all the propaganda going on about coronavirus, you know, that's all this is. It's left-wing bullshit trying to get Biden elected. That's what this is all about. So there's, 170,000 people in the entire world that have coronavirus, and there's currently 70 deaths in the United States. Last year, most people don't realize this, 61,000 people in the United States died from flu. 3 million people were killed in car accidents. So this coronavirus is just bullshit. It is absolute propaganda. I don't know why everybody's freaking out about this. A guy got killed in Florida today over a can of peas. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous. It's all bullshit. Take it from me. This corona scare is nothing but left-wing propaganda. Anyway, we've got everything stocked up, so we're not going out for weeks. We're staying in, and I am running trains. I've got lots of them to run, as you see. I picked up another one last night, a Marx 999 that had been in storage for, according to the guy I bought it from, he got it at a yard sale. He said the guy he bought it from said it was in storage for 35 years. Picked it up for $13. It's in dreadful condition, but it has spoked wheels. And of course, that's what I've been looking for, spoked wheels and double reduction motors. So that'll be here in the next few days. $13, figured it was worth it. You can't buy a set of wheels for $13, not spoked wheels anyway. So anyway, got the Burro crane on the outside rail. It's running absolutely perfectly. And I thought it was time to run the consist and get the tracks cleaned off. And you can let them set for a while. They will oxide, especially in this kind of weather. You know, even though it's cold, there's still lots of moisture in the air. So it was time to run the entire layout. I very rarely run all these tracks at once. But as you see, running great. So I'll be doing a follow-up. I want to do a follow-up on the battery. I still have not charged that battery. I've been running it now for going on 5 days, and it's still running splendidly. No problems with this at all. Anyway, I'll be doing a follow-up on the car battery, and I'm going to be running the outside rail with this 2025. I'll just swap the magnetic lock on and power this one off the battery just to let you see how it's running. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video of running the entire layout. Like I said, I very rarely run this, all the tracks at once. But like I said, it's snowing here today, gave me something to do, and it was time to run them to keep the tracks clean. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.